За сайн байцгаана та бүхэндээ энэ өдрийн мэнд төргий. За English Learning with Bata хичээлийн маань 7 дугаар хичээл эхлэх гэж байна. За хичээл эхлэхээс өмнө хүүтэйгээ бас ярилцъя гэж бодлоо. За тэгээ юуны тухай ярих уу гэж битээр жоо ярьж байгаа. Анх ер нь Шинэ Зеландд ирсэн сэтгэлийн сонсъё. Тэгээ цаг агаар нь бас яг ингээд онгоцны буудлаас буугаад яг ямар сэтгэлс ер нь Монголоос гараад ер нь те бид энчнэр дайж ирсэн шүү дээ. Тэгэл яг ямар сэтгэлтэй байсан ер нь юунд их баярлж ирсэн. Тэгээ буугаад яг ямар байсан бэ?
So when I basically got out from the airport, it's just everything's green. Like there's like it's just such beautiful like nature and trees and grass and clear blue sky, fresh air. It's like kind of crazy how amazing this place is sometimes, and it's always like that through all seasons. Winter, not really a winter, but cold summer. And summer, it doesn't matter what the season is, always green. And yeah, I thought it was like gonna be pretty nice. Even though I really do love Mongolia, like this is still a pretty good place to be, even if it's not your home, due to the nature, the beautiful nature, the nice people. Yeah, and school-wise, I think the schools are very different to Mongolia.
Читэй анх эренгүүт хамгийн баг сургуульд орсон шүү дээ. Primary school. Тэгээд сургуульд ингээл ороод очиод тэгэл ямар сэтгэлээс багш нар чинь ямаг яаж хүлээж авсан, хүүхдүүд яаж хүлээж авсан.
Yeah, so being like a foreigner or like a different person from a different country, coming here was very like different because everyone was like, well, who are you? This is a new person. But they were really friendly. Like the teachers was super nice. And the students there, like people my age, were also very like super nice and friendly. And yeah, I made friends rather quickly, even though it was pretty hard to speak English.
Тэгээд чамд нэг хүн ингээд чамд нэг хүүд хариуцуулж өгсөн шүү дээ. Тэрний хад баяр та.
So basically, I got assigned a friend. Basically, what that means is since I couldn't speak that much English, they got a student who can speak English a lot better than me to show me around, to be my friend and stuff like that.
Тэгээд тэр хүүтэйгээ нийлээд аюу гой найз болсон тухай яриач. Тэгээд найз чинь явцсан билүү те.
Yeah, so I got pretty close with him because we did spend a lot of time together in the school, but he had to go to a different part of the country and yeah, it was alright.
Тэгээд баг сургуулаа төгсөд миний үеийн дунд сургуульд орсон шүү дээ. Дунд сургуулийн experiences хуваалцтай.
Intermediate, different times, a lot of different people. Students were not as nice because they're like also just like going through puberty and stuff like that, but still pretty alright. I had a lot of good memories there. Yeah.
Миний хүчин нөгөө баг сургуульд байхдаа сургуулийн юу боллоо? Prefect болсон дараа нь интермедиат сургууль байхдаа бас prefect бас яг тэрний experiences хуваалцтай.
Being a prefect basically means you're like a student leader. Basically means you can like kind of help around with school problems, fix if there's any in the school. So primary I didn't really do much except for like talk in assemblies. And assemblies where basically like it happens once a week and you get to see any notices and learn about what's happening later on in the week or like a few weeks. And in intermediate wise, we did get to like organize some events for the school and help around with like little problems. But yeah, only like around 300 people, only like around 4 people get chosen, and I happen to be one of them.
Тэгээ интермедиат сургуульд яг хэдэн prefectтэй байлаа?
It's like
4, 5.
4, yeah.
Тэгээд нөгөө багшийн тухайд багшны гоё nicely эмгтээсэн шүү дээ. Аягүй гоё эмгтээсэн. Тэр багшийн тухайд та. Okay. So за тэгээ одоо яг нөгөө нэг дунд сургууль одоо чи нөгөө ахлах сургуульд ирсэн баа. Тэгээ дунд сургууль ахлах сургууль хоёр ямар ялгаа вэ?
It's a lot more not more, but it's a little bit stricter. Because it's like an actual school at this point. Before intermediate and primary, like it was pretty like not strict and like calm because there was not a lot of stress into like getting good grades and stuff. But when I got into college, there's like grades and you have to be able to I have to like try a lot more harder to get better grades and actually have to focus to understand the subjects I'm taking. So it's a little bit more stressful, but not that much.
Тэгээ нэг дунд сургуульд баг сургуульд бол даалгавар өсөө өгдөг. Дунд сургуульд даалгавар өгчөөс нөө одоо их ахлах сургуульд өгч байна энэ тухай ярьдаа.
In college, there's not that much homework, but there is homework compared to like intermediate or primary, and there's a lot of big assessments. So it's like assessments are like basically where it's like a big project you work over like around 6 weeks, and you have to like finish it and get graded on it. Basically.
Тэр нөгөө чи нэг Монгол сургууль сурж байхдаа аюулх гэрийн даалгавартай яж байгаа л да энд нэг баг сургууль дээр ч юу ч даалгавар өгөхгүй болсон. Ямар сонир санагдсан яасан.
Yeah, it was pretty weird because when I came here, well, in Mongolia you get homework like every day, and like 6 different subjects. But in here you don't get any homework. Like, first day I literally had to like go up to my teacher. I was like, "What's for homework?" And she was like, "We don't give any." I was like, "Wow, something pretty different."
Тэгээ дунд сургууль даалгавар өгснөөс.
No, not
Бас
at
ерөөсөө
all.
даалгавар өгөөгүй.
No.
Дунд сургууль чи хэдэн сэдвэр ангиллаа?
7 to 8.
7 to 8 2 жил ерөөсөө даалгавар авахгүй. Одоо тэгээ дунд ахлах сургуульд ороод одоо бол нэг жаахан даалгавар өгч байна уу?
Yeah, there's a lot. Well, compared to like intermediate, there's a lot more homework, but it's still nothing compared to like Mongolian schools. That's like something different level.
Батгтээ одоо бол нэлээд их даалгавар өгч байгаа, нэлээд хариуцлагатай болж ирж байгаа тийм ээ.
Yeah, you have to have a little bit more responsibility on your grades because here you don't really get pushed that hard to do good, because if you want to do good, you have to motivate yourself to do well and be better than others, compared to Mongolian schools where they always push you to do better, which is also really good, but sometimes some people don't cope well with that kind of pressure, and they tend to not try and like get unmotivated to do well, and they need a different kind of motivation for them to push them to their potentials.
Би ингээ анзаараад хад нэг хүүхдүүдээ яг нэг өөрийнх нь дуртай юмруу л ингээд чиглүүлдэг юм шиг санагдсан тийм үү?
So they don't get to choose what you do for you, so you get to basically pick your own passions and like do the things you like to do. So if you like playing sports, you take PE and a lot of different other sports like basketball. If you want to play music, there's a lot of different like types of music you can get into. And the teachers and staff at school are there to not like push you, but like put you in the direction where you want to go, and then you push yourself.
Тэгээ бас яг нөгөө мэрэгжил сонгох дээр ингээд нөгөө нэг тус нь ингээд уулздаг штеп ингээд ээж автаа тэгээд чамтай ингээд багчаа гурлаа уулзаад ингээд чиний мэрэгжлийг ингээд ямар юунд сонирхолтой байна тэргээр бас нэг чиглүүлж өгдөг тийм ээ. Энэ чамд юу санагддаг вэ?
So we basically have parent interviews. So it's like you sit down with you and a parent or parents with your mentor, which is basically a teacher that you got assigned to. And then you talk about what kind of subject, where do you want to go with your life, and you tell them about that, and then they kind of suggest the subjects you would want to take if you wanted to go in that direction. So if I want to do business, I would take business studies, and if I want to like go to uni in science, I would take maths and physics and stuff like that.
За л хичээлээ. За энд нэг хүний юм гарч ирсэн биз дээ. За slides from here. За өнөөдөр нөгөө хин нэгний талаар санаа зовж байгаа тухай одоо хоёр хүний яриа байгаа. За энэ бас нэг яг 3 янзаар бэлдсэн төрөний хичээлүүдтэй адилхан. За хичээлээ эхлэе.
Why weren't you at school today?
No, yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. I wasn't really feeling well. What was wrong with you? My stomach was upset. Do you feel better now? I don't really feel too well yet. Do you want anything to make you feel better? No thanks. I already took some medicine. I hope you feel better. Thank you.
За дараагийн хувилбар 7-гийн B.
What reason do you have for missing school? I was sick. How were you sick? I had a stomach ache. Did it get any better? I'm still feeling under the weather. Would you like anything for your stomach? I took something earlier. Get better. Thanks a lot.
За 7-гийн C.
Why didn't you go to school yesterday? I stayed home because I wasn't feeling so well. What was your problem? My stomach was bothering me. Are you feeling any better? I'm still feeling a little sick. I'm going to the store. Would you like any Pepto-Bismol? That's okay. Hope you feel better. I'd appreciate that.
За өнөөдөр хичээл ингэж дуслаа. За хүмүүс маргааш камп явах гэж байгаа. Тэгээ 3 өдөр ямсан тийм. Тийм болохоор хичээл маань 3 хоног завсарлах байх. Тэгээ ихээр нь 4 өдөр хичээлээ хийн. За тэгээ 4-өөс хойш бол ерөнхийдөө 7 хоногта 3 удаа явъя гэж бодож байгаа. Өдөр болгон явахаар болж байгаа ажиллагаа ихтэй юм байна. Тэгэхээр 7 хоногт 3 удаа та бүхэн англи хэлний хичээл авч үзээрэй. За баярлалаа. Баяртай өдрийг сайхан өнгөрөөгөөрэй.